Alrighty, guys, this is the final part, and I'll upload this video. After this video, I might consider going to the store and getting beer and smokes, and I'll watch the show with you guys, and I'll go to bed, sleep till the evening, and get another pack of smokes, or I might just watch it without any smokes or beer with you guys. We'll see what happens. But if I get beer and smokes, I'm gonna have to wait a couple of 3 days instead of 1 day for my check, which I don't want to do. We'll see what happens, obviously. Obviously, right? So you have Keanu Reeves in that scene. Obviously, when I die, I see the light. Obviously, and I'm like, is this real? And Keanu Reeves is like, your mind makes it real. You know what I'm saying? And Keanu Reeves tells his story. He says, yeah, even though I saved Zion, I made an error. I wasn't the chosen one. You you are the chosen one. As Keanu Reeves obviously made an error. Obviously, he made a lot of errors. He what? He in the first Matrix, he what? He jumped inside Smith, and because of that, Smith was imprinted onto him. He became connected to Neo, and he came back even more powerful when he reloaded. He was no longer unplugged in the Matrix. He was able to clone himself, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying at the same time, Neo had the option to save Zion right there and then by going to the door on the right. Remember that scene? Yeah, and he chose to take the door to the left because he was blinded by his love for Trinity. He wanted to save Trinity. And the architect's like, look, there's no point in saving Trinity. She's gonna die anyways. Just take. Keanu Reeves wanted to spend those last moments with Trinity. Hence why what he chose to take the path to the Matrix. Obviously, he was blinded by his love for Trinity. Obviously, he wanted to save her, and you know what I'm saying. And he could have taken the door on the left, but if he took the door on the left, it means all the people in that Matrix, in the Matrix, will no longer exist. Obviously, so all his friends like Morpheus and all those guys and Trinity would no longer exist. Obviously. But the Oracle said either way, the Oracle pretty much told Keanu Reeves either way, what your wife is, either way, your what your lover is gonna die. If you take the door on the left, you're never gonna see her again, obviously, but you'll save Zion. If you take the path through the Matrix, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you can save Trinity for a short while, but eventually she'll die, and you will not have the power to defeat Smith. Because Smith will grow. Hence why the architect gave Neo that choice, obviously. Because the architect knew Neo couldn't beat Smith, obviously. So I'm saying, Neo made an error, obviously. So he jumped into Smith in the first movie, and because of that, Smith was connected to Neo, and he was able to come back into the Matrix more powerful, able to clone himself, no longer unplugged in the Matrix. In the second movie, Neo had the choice to take the door on the right, and he took the door on the left. Obviously, that's why he's like the prophecy was a lie. The one was never meant to end anything. He did fulfill the prophecy. He saved Zahn, obviously, but he had to sacrifice his life. He couldn't defeat Agent Smith. Was there? Was there? Right. And in the third movie, he tells the machines, you know what I'm saying? The Oracle tells Neo that Smith is your opposite. He is your negative. Neo is a positive. Smith is a negative, obviously. He's your opposite. Why is Smith Neo's opposite? Because Smith is now connected to Neo because Neo jumped in his body in the first movie. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm saying, yeah, before that, Smith was not connected to Neo at all. It wasn't until he jumped into his body, a part of Smith became connected to Neo, obviously. And that's why in the second movie, he comes back more powerful. Just like in the third movie, you know what I'm saying? He's like, the age of Smith has grown beyond control. You cannot stop him. He copies the Oracle into Smith, obviously. He grew beyond the Oracle's power, grew beyond the machine's power, and grew beyond the Architect's power, and even the One's power. The One couldn't even defeat Agent Smith. And then Neo made an error again. He let Smith copy him onto him because he's connected to Neo in some sense. His spirit still lived on. He was able to come back 100 years later. Holy shit, are you creative? Yes, and I want to tell a good story. You have a consistent theme going on in the three movies. Matrix One, Matrix Two, Matrix Three. Why was Smith more powerful and reloaded? Because Neo jumped into his body. He destroyed Smith, obviously, but Smith became connected to Neo's body, obviously, a part of him. And that's why the program was able to come back and reloaded more powerful. He was able to clone himself. And when he tries to clone Neo, he's like, yes, that'll be over soon. What did he mean by that? The moment he turns Neo into Smith, it's over, obviously. The spirit of Smith still lives. It can come back. You can have so many good ideas for a story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Oracle tells Keanu Reeves, I'm saying, let me have a look at you. And he's like, I said, you already know what I'm going to say. He's like, I'm not the one. He's like, sorry, kiddo. What the Oracle meant by that, when Neo said I'm not the one, what he meant by that, he's not the chosen one. He's the one, obviously, but he wasn't the chosen one. He was a sixth one. Sorry, kiddo, you got the gift, but it seems like you're waiting for something. Maybe another life, maybe. Yeah. Neo died twice, and when he died, he became the one. Obviously, he was waiting for that. Obviously, and he died again, and now he's waiting for me. When I die, you know what I'm saying? When I die, obviously, Keanu Reeves sees me, and Keanu Reeves tells me, "Yeah, I now understand what she meant." You know what I'm saying? What I was really waiting for was you, the seventh one, the lucky one, meant to destroy Smith once and for all. You, the one that can do what I can never do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Holy shit, you creative. Yes. You know, I said the Oracle really meant he was waiting for me, obviously. I'm the seventh one, the lucky one, obviously. I'm not the one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not the one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. So even though Neo was the one, and he saved Zion and he saved the Matrix, obviously, he made errors. He made a lot of errors, and hence why Agent Smith came back, because he wasn't really the chosen one. Hence why he wasn't able to defeat Smith, because he wasn't. My idea for the story is he wasn't the chosen one. I am the chosen one. I am the seventh one born into the Matrix. I am the lucky one. I'm gonna say lucky. I'm gonna have the Oracle say, yeah, he is the lucky one. And the actor who was the Oracle in the original trilogy, you can have her be the Oracle in the in the what in your Matrix trilogy. She'll be a lot older, but you can have her be the Oracle in your Matrix trilogy if you want, if she's still alive by then. Whereas the one in the first Matrix and the second Matrix, she died. She passed away in 2001, I believe. She passed away. Hence why in Matrix Revolutions you had a new actor to play the Oracle, obviously, because the other actor died. I'm saying she died. She died. She was an old lady. She was in her 70s when she did the Matrix movies. I'm saying. Holy shit, I'm being creative. Yes, I'm very creative. You have all these. You have a consistent theme going on in the Matrix story, obviously. So Neo, when he comes back from death, he made an error. He jumped into Smith and destroyed him, and in doing so, Smith became imprinted onto him, and he was able to come back more powerful and Lord. Remember that? He's like, I killed you, Mr. Anderson. I watched you die. And remember in the beginning, he's like, of what? Our connection. Remember that? Yeah. So why was he connected to Neo? Because Neo destroyed Smith, obviously, and a part of Smith was imprinted onto him. That's why Smith was able to come back more powerful, reload, and clone himself. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. You know what I'm saying? Hence why Smith is like our connection. They're connected, obviously. Yeah. Neo is a positive, Smith is a negative, obviously, because they're connected, obviously. And then the second movie, the architect gives Neo the two choices: take the door on the left. You know what I'm saying? You can go into the Matrix, you can save Trinity, but she'll die anyways, and you will not have the power to defeat Smith, obviously. That's why Neo, he doubted the prophecy. The one was never meant to end anything, obviously. And Morpheus is like, I don't believe that. The prophecy came true. He saved Zion, obviously, but he made errors, obviously. When he could have taken the door to the right, he didn't. The reason why Neo did not take the door to the right, obviously, he was blinded by his love for training, obviously. Yeah, if you take the door on the right, you will save Zion, but you will never see Trinity again. You'll never see Morpheus and all of them again. But you'll save Zion at least. Or you take the door on the left, you save Trinity, obviously, but she'll die anyways, and you're going to have to fight Smith, and Smith is going to grow more powerful, and you can't even stop him, obviously. And the reason why Neo made those errors because he wasn't the chosen one. And that's why he made so many errors. He made so many errors. Hence why the Oracle told him not. You're cruder than I thought. Not too bright though. Yeah, Neo wasn't that bright of a one, obviously. He made a lot of stupid decisions, obviously. Oh, sure, you're creative. Yes. I'm gonna put that in the flashback. Not too bright though, you know what I'm saying? Because Neo made errors. Neo made a lot of errors. He made a lot of errors, man. He let Smith calm him onto him in the end of Revolutions. You know what I'm saying? He took the door on the left when he could have taken the door on the right to save Zion. He still saved Zion's dimensions, but it came at a price. He had to sacrifice his life, obviously. He lost love of his life. He couldn't defeat Smith, obviously. In the first movie, he jumps into Smith and destroys him. And in doing that, Smith became imprinted onto Neo and became connected to him. And that's why in Reloaded, he came back more powerful. And he was able to clone himself. And he said, what are you aware of? He's like, I'm sure you were aware. I'm like, Keanu Reeves like, of what? Our connection. They're connected, yeah, because Smith is imprinted. He's a part of Neo, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And in the end of Revolutions, Neo let Smith Cobbism onto him because he couldn't beat him, obviously, and so he failed, obviously, and he let Smith Cobbism onto him. And in doing so, Smith became imprinted onto Neo. You have a pattern. You have this pattern going on in the Matrix, obviously, and now he's able to come back because the program was destroyed. The program was destroyed for 100 years, but after 100 years, the program found a way to come back into the Matrix, and you get the deja vu in the Matrix, a change in the Matrix. And I'm gonna put that flashback in the beginning of the movie. Oh, deja vu. Yeah, deja vu happens when there's a change in the Matrix. Yeah, you ended off with that. Yeah, you get the deja vu in the beginning of the Matrix 4. Yeah. Holy shit, I'm curious. Listen, I want to tell you the story. I know how to tell a good story, guys. I am born with a gift. I am born with a gift, man. I know how to tell a good story, guys. I am born with a gift. You know, Ivan, you're very gifted. Yes, I'm very gifted. See what I'm saying? Yeah, you have all those parallels in the movie, obviously. So I'll do my very best to be consistent with the Wachowski sisters' story. Make sure it does not contradict their story. Morpheus says the one is born in the Matrix. What do you mean by that? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm saying, okay, you have the biological birth of the baby in the machine world, obviously, in the real world. And the moment the machines plug the plug of the baby, you get the machine birth of the one in the Matrix. You get the green code. The green code, and you get you see the skeleton of the baby. So it starts off, you get the electricity, and it forms the skeleton of the baby, and you get this green code, but there's a light in the green code, like Path of Neo. The reason why you had that light in Path of Neo, because Neo is the one. He has the anomaly code. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you get that. And I'm saying, and you get the green light forming the flesh of the baby, and the baby's born in the Matrix. And the baby cries, and now my idea is the one is born in a junkyard. He's born in a junkyard, and the agents appear like near the city. They appear near the city, but no one really in like a parking lot. And they're naked. And everyone's like, "What the heck? Agents are in this. Agents are in the city," and people take pictures. Oh my God, agents are in the city. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get the radio going on. Yeah, there's been some unusual events going on. Did you see that? Yeah, yes, yeah. I remember I walked home. I remember I walked, and the guy interviews the lady. Yeah, yeah. I remember I walked. I came home. I was making some coffee, and all of a sudden something changed in my fucking house. Yeah, something like that. You know how you have that thing with Spider-Man when people talk? Yeah, you have this radio. Yeah, apparently agents are back in town. Agents are back in the city. Agents, yeah, agents are back in the city. Oh my God, agents, yeah, something cool like that. Holy shit, creative. That's a very creative. Some there. That's why I want to do that Matrix trilogy so bad. Like I'm like, yeah, even though the Great Escape movie is amazing, I'd rather do the Matrix trilogy over that Great Escape movie and They're Unique, man, and the Hidden Vampire movie. Yeah, man. Would you guys rather see the Hidden Vampire movie, They're Unique, and the Great Escape? Would you rather see the three Matrix trilogy, sequel trilogy? I'd rather see the three Matrix sequel trilogy, to be honest. Holy shit, you're creative. Yes. Remember how the Oracle told Neo, he's like, I'm not the one. Neo was the one, but he wasn't the chosen one because he was not bright. He made errors. Remember how the one. Remember how the Oracle told him, yeah, you're cuter than I thought. I can see why she likes you. He's like, who? He's like, not too bright though. What does she mean by bright? He's not that bright of a person, obviously, but he's dumb. Keanu Reeves was a stupid one. He made a lot of errors, man. Yeah, he did, Ivan. He made so many errors because he wasn't the chosen one, obviously. It seems like you're waiting for something. Maybe the next life, maybe. Yeah, after his death, he was waiting for me, obviously. He was waiting for himself to be the one, obviously, after his death. But after his death the second time, when the machine destroyed him, he was what? He was what? He was waiting for me. And he tells me, yeah, I now realize what the Oracle meant. You know what I'm saying? It was you. I finally see that now. It was you. I was waiting for you all along. The Oracle was waiting for you. You are the seventh one, the lucky one born. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The lucky one born, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm saying, yeah. So even though Keanu Reeves was the one, don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? Don't hate me, Keanu Reeves. Even though Keanu Reeves was the one, he wasn't the chosen one. He was the sixth one. And six is not a good number. Six is a number of bad luck. Where seven is a lucky number, obviously. I am the lucky one, obviously, Sarah. I am the lucky one. I'm gonna put that in the plot. The Oracle tells Mike B. Jordan that this one is the seventh one born. He is the lucky one. You know, and Mike B. Jordan's like, what about Neo? He's like, Neo was not so lucky. He was not too bright of a man. He made a lot of errors. Yeah, he made a lot of errors. You know, what are the errors that he made? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Are you sure you want to know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's like, Neo was blinded by his love for Trinity. You know what I'm saying? He chose to go into the Matrix to save her, knowing she would die. You know what I'm saying? When he could have taken the door on the right, he could have saved Zahn right there and then, but he didn't, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He jumped into Smith when he came back from death. And in doing so, Smith imprinted himself onto him and he became connected to Neo. And that's how he was able to come back more powerful. The program was able to come back more powerful in the what? The program was able to come back more powerful in the program was able to come back more powerful in the second in a couple months later, obviously. Remember how Smith is like our connection? Yeah, they're connected, obviously. In the third movie, you know what I'm saying? He what? The Smith grew beyond the Oracle, the Architect, my control, the Architect's control, and even the One's control. Neo himself couldn't defeat Smith. And he said, and if you fail, I won't. And he failed, obviously. He couldn't defeat Smith. He let Smith copy himself onto him. Obviously, he let Smith copy himself onto him. And in doing so, even though the machines destroyed the program of Smith, this program of Smith was imprinted onto Neo. Hence, the program still was able to come back, just like he was able to come back after Neo destroyed him in the first Matrix movie. You know what I'm saying? And in the second movie, he came back, yeah, more powerful. Because the Smith that was destroyed, obviously, copied everyone in the Matrix, obviously, he is so powerful, he what? The Smith that comes back in Matrix 4 is more powerful than even the Smith in the originals. Because that Smith that the machine destroyed, he copied everyone in the Matrix, the Oracle, Seraph, he even copied Neo, hence why he's so powerful. Hence why only that one can beat Agent Smith. Nobody can beat beat Smith at all. So in the movie, I'm gonna have a scene where Mike B. Jordan, he tries to fight Smith, he can't take him at all. He struggles, he can't beat Smith at all. But he can hold his own with the other agents. But the agents are also a bit more powerful too. But Mike B. Jordan, they also upgrade their skill they're better hackers than Morpheus and all them. Hence why they can hold their own better with the agents. So I can do a thing where Michael, he holds his own with the agents like Morpheus did in Reloaded. VJ holds her own with the agents, but they can't take Agent Smith. Agent Smith is too powerful. Only I can take him because I'm the one. Sarah, I'm the one, obviously. So, but in the first movie, I take Agent Smith very, very easily when I come back from death, and I'm the one, obviously, because I'm the one, obviously. In the second movie, he gives me a bit of a I take on all his clones. In the third movie, he grows more powerful too. He grows just as powerful as me, and we have an epic battle in the end. And I end up kicking his ass, and I save Zion once and for all. I destroy the Virus Smith once and for all. How you destroy it, I don't know, but I destroy him through my fighting. Through my fighting. I don't jump into him and destroy him from within. I don't do that because the Oracle tells me, please don't make the same error that Neo made. It's like do not let Smith Smith copy himself onto you. Do not copy yourself onto him. You guys cannot beat. But how do I defeat him? The only way to defeat him is by what? Losing you cannot have any connection to Smith at all. You have to end the program once and for all. If the program is imprinted onto you, it will come back. It will reverse and it will come back again. Perhaps another 100 years later. I'm like, so how do I stop him? He's like, do what you do. Kick his ass. That she said something like that. And I was like, holy sure, you're creative. Yeah. And I now have the power to end Smith once and for all, obviously. Sarah. Yeah. So and the Oracle tells me that the Matrix has been updated. Obviously, I'm like, what do you mean updated? He's like Smith has the power to kill you, Neo. So without I'm like, how? He's like, he need either by force, by fighting obviously, or he copies himself onto you. Don't make the same error that Neo did. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him copy himself onto you. I'm like, okay. And at the same time, do not let him beat you in combat. If he beats you in combat, he can kill you. So you're saying that he has the power to kill me in combat? Yes, he does. But you also have that same power to kill him in combat too. Yeah, because the Matrix is now updated. Obviously, there's some differences in the rules. Some of the rules are updated in the system, obviously, because the glitch happened. The change in the Matrix, the change and glitch in the Matrix triggered some changes in the Matrix, obviously. For example, the third movie, when I have my beard, obviously, when I go into the Matrix, obviously, I also have a beard too. There's some things that change. Whereas back in 100 years ago, that didn't happen. Keanu Reeves had his bald head, and when he went to the Matrix, he had his full hair. Me, I have my beard. When I go into the Matrix, I also have my beard. I also have my beard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I was just saying, yeah. Give me a sec, guys. I'm just checking my things charging. Yeah, my phone's charging. Yeah. Sorry, I was just checking to see if my phone was charging. Because my battery is at 20%. What's going on here? It's going down when it's supposed to be going up. It's really weird. Yeah. Holy shit, I'm creative. Yes, I'm very creative. That's why I have so many good. That's why the Warner Bros. Doesn't be blown away. Holy shit, Ivan, you're creative. All your ideas are all consistent with a consistent story. Yes, it's all consistent, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. When you watch the Matrix movies, Morpheus talks about how there's a coming Messiah. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean by that? Did he mean his great grandson? Yeah. Call you Messiah. Yeah. That's why I want to name Michael B. Jordan Messiah. Holy shit, are you creative? Yes. All those people in the Matrix, obviously, what? In other words, Keanu Reeves was not really the chosen one, obviously. I'm the chosen one. I'm the seventh one born into the Matrix. And I might do a thing where when the baby's born, you get this, like, you get this, yeah. Ivan, where does the seed come from? I don't know. My idea is you have Keanu Reeves' body, obviously. You have Keanu Reeves' body. Keanu Reeves' body is buried. Keanu Reeves' body is buried in the Machine City, obviously. And then you get this light that comes out of the grave. And the light that comes out of the grave, obviously, and the light forms this like seed, and the machines take the seed, and that's how the baby forms. You can do something like that. The same essence of Neo is transferred onto this a new seed, and a new seed. But how's a new seed made? I don't know. I'm gonna have to discuss it with the Cosby sisters. But you have this like seed, obviously, and it forms the baby in the real world. Obviously, the baby's born in a good 10, 20 minutes, and then the machines put the plug connections on me. The moment they plug the plug in the back of my head, I am now born in the Matrix. You guys already know what I'm talking about when I'm born in the Matrix. My idea is I am born in a junkyard, whereas the agents come back near the city at sunset. You see the sunset in the Matrix. You get that. You get the green screen. You get Matrix Deja Vu 100 years later. You get that couple. They go home, obviously, and two cats walk by. Like, Mom, Dad, a cat walked by. So what? It's just a cat. Yeah, a cat walked by, and then another cat that looked just like it walked by again. You know what I'm saying? And deja vu, yeah. And they open the door and something changes in their house. What the heck's going on? And that's when Agent Smith and his three agents come back into the Matrix. So what causes the change is the program Smith coming back into the Matrix. And in doing so, certain things in the Matrix are updated, obviously. Smith is more powerful. Don't forget, Smith copied himself onto everyone in the Matrix. And also the one, hence why he's so powerful, obviously. And the agents are a little updated too. You see what I'm saying? They're a little update too. Remember that scene when Neo, when the anomaly, he is still only human, and Keanu Reeves is like upgrades. You know, so remember that? Yeah, the Agent Smith is upgraded, obviously. The agents are upgraded. Some Sarah? Yeah. And Michael B. Jordan and all of them, they have better technology to hack into the Matrix now, because 100 years later, hence why Michael B. Jordan and them are now able to, they can stand, they can hold their own better with the agents than Morpheus and all of them could, because they have better hacking equipment, because it's 100 years later. Because 100 years later, they now have better hacking equipment to go into the Matrix. They updated the hacking equipment in Nebuchadnezzar. Holy shit, you're creative. Yes. That's why they're better fighters, obviously. As if you think the fighting in the original Matrix was good, it's nothing compared to the fighting in the new Matrix trilogy, if I make the Matrix trilogy. You're looking at unheard of fighting, because I'm putting 600 million towards that, and I'm going to hire the best kung fu stuntmen around the world to train me, Michael B. Jordan, VJ, Brie Larson, John Krasinski, Ben Affleck, Halle Berry, or Scarlett Johansson. Whereas the Cisco actor and KJ Apple will not be fighting because they're the operator, obviously. They won't be fighting in the movie. You're looking at something unheard of, yeah, man. You're looking at something amazing, yeah, man. Yeah, man. You're looking at something amazing. End the video here in 6 minutes, guys. Holy shit, I'm real so interesting. Yeah, you better enjoy this Here's What's Can World. Because once I'm king with my wife, I'm peacing out. You're not going to be saved. You're going to be left behind. As you made me pay to be my wife when you got your husband and wife and girlfriend, boyfriend free. And so when I'm king, you now have to pay to see me. It's not seeing me, seeing the King Live and VJ is no longer free. You have to pay to see me. The only thing that'll be free is the trends, the ads on my website, and the documentary. But in terms of the movies, the world tour, all that stuff, the posters, all that stuff, you guys have to pay for that, man. You have to pay to see me now. You made me pay to my wife. You now have to pay to see the King Ivan and King and Queen VJ. You now have to pay, yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah, man. That's why you're looking at amazing. Oh my god, Ivan, you're fucking gifted. Yes. I know how to tell a good story, obviously. You know, Ivan, everything that those people said in the Matrix trilogy coincides with your story. Yes. It coincides with my story, obviously. It's amazing, I'm saying. Sorry, kiddo. I'm not the one. Sorry, kiddo. What he meant. So, what did Neo mean by saying I'm not the one? He's not the chosen one. He is the one, but he's not the chosen one. I'm not the one. Sorry, kiddo. He's not the one to defeat Smith once and for all. No, I am the one. You got the gift, but it seems like you're waiting for something. You know what I'm saying? Another life, maybe. Yeah. Another life. Yeah. And the Keanu Reeves tells me, he's like, I now understand what the Oracle meant. What I was waiting for was you. You were the one I was waiting for. You were the one we were all waiting for. You know what I'm saying? You were the one the Oracle was waiting for. Yeah, I'm the 7th one. I'm the lucky one. It's not Neo. Neo was not so lucky. Neo made errors, and he wasn't too bright. That's why the Oracle says you're not too bright, though. Yeah, Neo, even though he was very powerful, obviously he wasn't bright of him. He wasn't that bright of a man. He made a lot of errors. He made a lot of silly errors. Some Sarah? Yeah. So all the ones prior to what? To Neo were also not lucky either. We're not lucky ones either. As in each new iteration, the program Smith came back, obviously. And Neo was supposed to stop the program Smith, but he couldn't stop the program Smith. He saved Zion, obviously, but he had to sacrifice his life to save Zion, to save the Matrix, obviously. And in my idea for the story, it's not the 7th iteration of the Matrix. No, it's not a new iteration of the Matrix. It is still the 6th iteration of the Matrix because Neo saved Zion. He temporarily saved it, right? He saved Zion, he saved the Matrix, obviously. But Smith comes back 100 years later in the 6th iteration of the Matrix. And Zion is now at peace with the machines for 100 years, and it's a new generation of people. And then Michael B. Jordan is the great-grandfather of Morpheus and Naomi. His name is Messiah. I remember in the movie they said something about the Messiah. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, his name is Messiah, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And what? And VJ is a new generation. Brie Larson, John Krasinski, they're all a new generation of Zion. People in Zion. As well as Ben Affleck and Halle Berry or Scarlett Johansson, or whoever I hire, obviously, for the bigger ASO woman actor in Hollywood, right? Yeah. Holy shit, I'm creative. Yes, I'm very creative. I know how to tell a good story, guys. I'm born with a gift. I am born with a gift, obviously. am born with a gift. I am born with a gift, guys. Holy shit, I've been creative. Yes. God gift. I now know my talent. My talent is art. Art. Ivan, what are you good at? I am good at art. I can act. I can sing. You know what I'm saying? I even have ideas for songs. You know what I'm saying? You are the one, yeah. You are the one, yeah. He is the one, yeah. He is the one. Yeah. He is the one born inside it. He is the one born inside it. He is the one born inside it. He is the one born inside. Yeah, it looks like amazing. Yeah, you see Michael B. Jordan cheer me on. And he really is the one. Yeah, man, something amazing. Get that music. That song can make you cry, but also pump you up. Yeah, I have so many. This is my Matrix trilogy, obviously. Yeah, and when Michael B. Jordan and VJ go see the Oracle, obviously, and they have that meeting in Nebuchadnezzar, obviously, and they're arguing, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see VJ. She's like, Neo failed us. Neo failed us all. You know what I'm saying? And VJ's like, don't say that. Neo didn't fail us. Neo saved us. He saved Zion. He saved the Matrix. And Michael B. Jordan's like, oh yeah? He's like, oh yeah? He's like, look around, VJ. He's like, look around, VJ. You know what I'm saying? Agent Smith has returned, and three other agents with him. It doesn't look like much saving to me, man. You know what I'm saying? You see Michael Jordan yelling, and VJ has that. He's like, the gatekeepers are back in the Matrix that none of us can beat. You know what I'm saying? He says only the one can take those agents. You know what I'm saying, yeah. And Neo failed us. He failed us. He made an error. And because he let Smith copies of onto him, now Agent Smith is back in the Matrix, as well as his three other guys with him. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And everyone's like, Michael, calm down. His name's not Messiah. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at an amazing story. Yeah, man. An amazing fucking story. Yeah, man. Look at an amazing story. Yeah, man. Anyways, this difference video, guys. Stay tuned. I'll upload this video, and I might go to the store, get my beer and my smokes, trip my ass off, and I'll come back and enjoy the show with you guys. So Ivan Amir, I'm signing out. You better enjoy this series while you can, because I'm peace on my wife, I'm king, and screw with me. So Ivan Amir, I'm signing out. Peace.